NBA prize picks for Wednesday, March 6th. I'm Sniper from DFS Army. Hit that like button. This is yesterday's play. We go 4-1-1 for a nice little 2x profit. Trey, man, you blew it up. You suck. But we'll move on to today. We're going to look through the DFS Army Proptimizer, the morning run. I don't even know how many plays we're gonna actually end up with. Could be 2, could be 6. Just going to go through the tool, show you how we use it, how you can find plus EV plays, get you some access. So when as the board changes this afternoon, you get not better, but even more solid plus EV plays. Let's hit the music and let's go to work. All right, let's dive into the prize picks board. It is right there. Actually, this is the DFS Army Proptimizer, which takes the prize pick board and puts our projections in it, as well as all these other great tools, including odds value. If you're not an odds value player, I had some people in the comments saying, why do you use Vegas odds? Use your knowledge of basketball. To me, yes, I know basketball. Maybe not as great as some people even watching. Can totally admit that. But to me, playing prize picks gambling plus EV plays, that's how you get profit. If you don't believe in the Vegas odds, personally, I'm probably not your guy. I start with the Vegas odds. You build in these projections, which work in DVP, recent form, matchup, injury news, etc., etc. So, Prize Picks has got Dylan Brooks at less than 10.5 points as being a plus EV play, but our projection model says 13.81, so we're just going to go ahead and pass here. Go down to Tyus Jones. Prize Picks line is at 14.5 points plus rebounds. Projection model says you should take a look at this at 14.23. It's up here this high on the list because it has solid Vegas odds, because BetMGM has got it at 13.5. FanDuel has it at 13.5, so does Caesars. We're getting a discount on Tyus Jones. It's off by a point a rebound. He's been under 3 of the last 5 games. Extended out. He's only been under 4 of the last 10. Really, this is about the recent form and a matchup against Orlando. Orlando, not great defensively, honestly, because the projection is so close here. I don't love the recent form. This is where I can use some of my knowledge here. I don't like this play. I'm going to pass on Tyus Jones. I'm going to go with Draymond Green. Same thing. Projection is too high. Zubac. And this is where the DFS Army Proptimizer is different than most tools. These are odds value plays. People would going right to it. Play number 1 on the board, though, that I am going to go to is Jalen Johnson, more than 1.5 steals plus blocks. Projection at 2.2. Caesars minus 142. Really good odds value. I'm assuming I'm going to go there. He's been over 6 of the last 10 games. This just stood out to me. I think it's something I've played recently for, I think the Brooklyn game we played at DFS Army members. He's been over 6 of the last 10 games. And 9 of the last 15, I should say. Matchup against Cleveland is just fine. Good projection. We've got our play Jalen Johnson, more than 1.5 blocks plus steals. Took us a little bit to get to our first play today. To go down a little bit further down the board than I would like. So we'll get that together. So I'm not sure. Probably not going to end up with 5 or 6 plays today, but we'll take a peek here. And as you see, the tool's updating live throughout the day. I'll make sure nothing jumped ahead of us here. And something did. So we're going to go back and we're going to revisit Franz Wagner. Really should know how to say that, but it's escaping me at the moment. More than 21.5 points and assists. Form is okay. Matchup against Washington. I like picking on overs against Washington because we know the Wizards are not good. Some books have it at 22.5. Projection model is at 23.77. Been over 8 of the last 15 games. I'm okay with this play. Let's go ahead and play Wagner at more than 21.5 points plus assists. We'll cue this back up. 18.5 points, 21.5 points plus assists. If you want access to this tool, and you see some of the goblins pop up every day, I've been doing a goblin grab bag in Discord for members. Hit yesterday. I think it was about 2x yesterday, is one of the smaller ones. But if you like playing the goblins, we have those picks. We have this tool available. Link down below with your code Sniper20 to get 20% off. Back through the tool here. Zubac is no good. Dort is no good. Play Jalen Johnson. Looks like Clint Capella back to the steals plus blocks line. The reason I don't like Clint Capella is that we already are playing the Jalen Johnson over on the same number. I don't want to be playing both these guys for steals plus blocks, same team. Only so much to go around. So we rank the plays green, yellow, and red if you get far enough down. I think I'm just going to go with those two plays today. I'm going to run just a pair. I'll try to take a little different approach on these YouTube videos, a little bit longer when necessary, but it's not a ton of plays to roll through. So if you're still watching, I'm going to give you a sneak peek into the NHL board right now. The projection's still populating here, but it looks like the top odds value play on the board would be Troy Terry, more than 2 shots on goal. He's coming back off and not playing a few games. So if that's not something you're interested in, Dylan Cozens, 2 wins, 2 pushes, last 4 games. So sneak peek there as we got our 2 NBA plays for the day that we came up with earlier. If you want access to that tool and you're not on Prizepicks, Underdog, Sleeper, use your code SNIPER to deposit dfsarmy.com/free-offer. Get you some free months. But here's the recap of the plays. We're going to go Jalen Johnson more than 1.5 blocks plus steals, and Franz Wagner more than 21.5 points plus assists. And of course, as I go to hit enter, we get the bump. Part of benefit to having the DFS Army props tool that happens all the time. Yesterday, I think 4 of the plays were bumped. So now I have to go back. I can't even lock in that play for you guys because we got the bump here to 22.5. Just not as good odds value. So now I'm under the gun here, making a YouTube video. Got to find a good second play. Scrolling through. Help me out, Proptimizer. Do have Draymond Green less than 7.5 rebounds available. Projection models at 7.13. I think a tough matchup against Milwaukee. Minus 140 odds over on PointsBet. If I extend this out, it's about 50-50 the last 15 games. Looks, he's been under every time they seem to play a good team. He goes under. He just went off against Toronto. Had 4 against Boston last time out. I'm going to roll with this with the projections of the matchup and the odds here. So let's go back over. Let's make our pivot. Draymond Green less than 7.5 rebounds will be the play today in the matchup against Milwaukee. So now here's a fresh recap. Jalen Johnson more than 1.5 blocks plus steals. Draymond Green less than 7.5 rebounds. Let's try and not get bumped before we hit enter. And there we are. There we have our play for Wednesday, March 6th. Hope you enjoy the content. Hit the like button. A little bit different than usual. Had some fun with it. Drop a comment with what your favorite play of the day is. And here's the daily reminder to whether or not you are a DFS Army member. You probably should be. But either way, good luck in those contests, and I'll see you next time.